Mental Health with Melina and Beth. I'd just like to say that neither Beth nor I are professionals. We are just two friends who like to share our experiences with mental health through various topics. Also, I'd like to add, if you are triggered by anything that you see, please close your video, contact your support system, contact your local mental health facility and or 911. If you do contact 911, please let the dispatcher know that it is for mental health reasons. There have been things put into place to help with the transition to be a little bit more smoother than what it used to be. Thank you, and I hope you all have a blessed day and enjoy the video. Hello, this is Melina with How's Your Mental Health. I am Melina, and that is Beth's head.
I want to make sure. I like my hat.
As you all know, today's voting, so get out and vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but you all know who we stand for. So,
we the people.
all right. Today we are talking about another distorted thought called overgeneralization, and I have decided to have one of Beth's pictures to come up first, so that it's not as right to the point of having the discussion. Oh, I like that. Stained glass windows.
That's what it looks like to me, too.
Oh, wow. Are you saying we agree?
Yep. Or the inside of a rocket.
What about a kaleidoscope?
Well, yeah, it could be.
That's pretty cool. I see little windows, like, I guess you could say like in a spaceship, the little windows and then the little colors.
Yep, like stars outside.
Right. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, we'll save the next picture for a little bit later.
Okay.
As I said, we are going to be talking about overgeneralization today, another distorted thinking pattern, I guess you would say. I'm not sure.
I think you're overgeneralizing the expectation of this show today.
Oh, hush. I am going to do a screen share. Hopefully you can see it.
I should have put on my red, white, and blue shirt instead of my work shirt.
Now, I'm only going to do like the first couple of paragraphs on this here because it's pretty much the definition. All right. Overgeneralization is a type of cognitive distortion, which is what we've been talking about, where a person applies something from one event to all other events. This happens regardless of whether those events or circumstances are comparable. Overgeneralization frequently affects people with depression or anxiety disorders.
Comparable? Comparable or comparable?
COMPARABLE.
I was waiting for you to say tomato.
It affects people with depression or anxiety disorders. That's this thing saying that, not me. Okay. It is a way of thinking where you apply one experience to all experiences, including those in the future. Okay. Now, I like that, but I wanted just a little bit more of a thing. Now, you guys can't see that, and I apologize. All I'm going to do is the first two, because when I was reading my material, I was reading what sounded like all or nothing thinking, which is what we did a few weeks ago. So I had contacted a friend of mine, Lisa. She has been on the show one time, and asked her
back again.
I asked her if they were the same thing or if they were similar, and she said they are similar. And she had sent me some paperwork to read, and I had found this here, and it's got the two above and below each other. So I wanted to go read those two off so you can hear the difference between them. All or nothing thinking is you look at things in absolutes, black-white categories. And the overgeneralization, you view a negative event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. And I'm going to just use myself as an example. I went to the flea market this past Saturday. Didn't sell anything. I did not take in consideration that nobody was there other than me and another man, so people weren't stopping. It was on the rainy side. People don't usually go to flea markets on the rainy side. Wasn't taking none of that into consideration. I was like, my stuff is not sellable. I cannot do this ever. And that included this coming weekend, the following weekend, whatever. So I did that. And I have to catch myself for doing that. But that's what that is. And I wanted to make sure that we seen the difference between the two. One is the black and white thinking. One is the having a negative experience and what's that word? You cast it on your future experiences. Now, let's have another picture. Let me get you out of there.
Private chat.
What am I doing? Let's do a mask like on the Phantom of the Opera.
No, I did not see that. I was thinking smoke.
You can see the eyes and the nose.
Okay.
Can you?
Well, yeah, I can now that you say that. But I was thinking more like smoke. But yeah.
Like the blue?
This does look like Phantom of the Opera here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the blue would most likely be smoke or hair, like the feathers of the mask. Like those Mardi Gras things.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea there. Are you going to tell everybody what I typed in private chat?
No, I am not.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Just know that she's being a little stinker. Okay. I got this one. And I liked this one.
I said she had a booger on her nose.
And I do not.
I know. And then I said, I'm just kidding. Because she never pays attention to private chat.
So no, I don't.
That's the reason why I bring it up.
I'm too busy.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Well, thank you. You're the one. I bought it for you, but it was too small, so I got it.
Yeah. True to the red, white, and blue.
They can't see all that. All right, this here. I like this here. I'm sorry. I got to take this off of my screen. There. I like this here because it talks about how it works. All right, we're going to do the activating events. Something goes wrong. The consequences are the anxiety and hopelessness. Now, you get the activating events, then you get the beliefs. Bad stuff always happens to me. Good things never happen to me. My problems will never go away. And then the consequence is anxiety and hopelessness. It's like a vicious cycle, one of those vicious cycles that we need to stop.
And you were doing this yesterday.
I was doing this Saturday.
You were doing it yesterday, too, when you were talking to me about what was going on with you.
I mean, it's just, my mind has been really overgeneralizing a lot of stuff. And I know it, and I know how to stop it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. So, and we lost Beth.
I had to let the cat go outside. I love her. I just love her.
I know you do.
Sounds like
I gotta say that Scout and I have a love-hate relationship. She hates me, but I love her, but I have to stay away from her. Although I didn't that one day. I needed to get out of the house so bad I was willing to hopefully not, but willing to endure an asthma attack just to ride with Beth and take Scout to the vet.
I know. I have never seen a person want to ride to the vet with a cat that they're allergic to just to get out of the house.
But I did pretty good. I mean, I kept having to do some deep breathing, and I had cat hair all up in here, which did not help. When I got home, I pretty much took the shirt off like this so the hair did not get into my face. And it got washed immediately. But it was a fun morning. And at least she
Yeah,
wasn't
but
chewing it that
you were
bad.
definitely doing this past week.
Oh, I recognized it. When I was looking up the stuff on Saturday,
Yep.
I recognized it. But what I couldn't find, and I'll probably look for this week, is ways of stopping it or slowing it down. And I might do that next week if I can find some stuff on it.
Cool.
So, okay, let's do my next one. And this is my last one, actually. And I like this one. It's kind of a simple thing, you know, but not everything has to be monumentous. Okay? Every time I've been to Florida, the weather has been rainy. It always rains in Florida. So, like I said, it don't have to be.
It always rains in Seattle and Southern California.
No, it doesn't.
It never rains in California. Oh yeah, you're right. It never
No.
does rain in California.
I know
The Lord, don't they want you?
the
It
it
pours.
rains like one time a year in California.
Man,
I mean,
it
it is so
pours.
dry, it's pitiful. I had a former pastor's daughter go to a college in California, and they were telling us all this stuff. It is like a desert out there because it literally rains one time a year. And when the young lady had been there and it had rained, she said everything flooded because the ground was so hard it couldn't soak up the rain.
That is why they have a lot of mudslides.
Uh-huh. But this here, like I said, it don't always have to be something monumentous. It can be something as simple as it always rains in Florida. So, and like I said, next week, if I can find something, and I should be able to, on how to either control the overgeneralization thinking or to stop it or slow it down, however it would be, I'm gonna.
So how did you get it to slow down a little bit? Although
in,
you're still doing it yesterday, how
in
did you
my
get it?
in
How
my
did
own
you
mind,
get it to slow
I
down?
can honestly say that talking to you helped.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can also honestly say that I'm not doing it. You know, because there has been things today that has happened that I automatically think it's always going to be this way, and it's not, and I know it's not, and that's part of it. Knowing that the way you're thinking is not accurate. You know, the way you're thinking is part of whatever. You know, so that is part of being able to, and I don't like the word control, but to um help deal with the overgeneralization thinking.
Right.
So for that, but that works for me. If any of you have other techniques that you use, please let me know. My email's there. You can always contact me on the comments on the YouTube channel. So
Yeah, take a gander at the email going across and drop her a message. That would be super duper.
yeah. All right, we got your picture coming up, Beth.
Well, I wanted to finish talking about that, but
Well, we'll go back to it.
okay.
This is I see a couple of things. I see a caterpillar, the fuzzy part of the caterpillar, or some of those fuzzy like pom pom colored pom poms bunched together.
This could look like a snail. You see my cursor?
Yeah, I see it. That little curve.
Yeah. I mean, it could be about anything. That kind
Yeah,
of
it could be.
that kind of looks like a person's eyes and nose.
Well, that one where you're at, that blue looks like a patch on jeans.
This looks like a nose with two nostrils,
But
or
like
it could
I
be a
said,
head.
I see or and I know I would not love this, okay? You've seen on TV on these exotic islands and stuff where they have these like really fuzzy, colorful spiders.
Uh-huh.
That could be that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
The
like that.
backing of it. We
This
just
looks
don't
like
see
a
the legs.
person.
So
Eyes, lips.
maybe it's an alien.
This looks like eyes, like a side profile.
I see a fish on that one. You look at it from the side, and you can see a fish with the eye.
And see, this looks like a person wearing a hat.
Now I see a what you call it, a seahorse.
I see a person wearing a hat.
The black part would be a seahorse.
And that
It just goes to show everybody sees
that looks like a
something
bird.
different.
That looks like a bird.
That looks like alien eyes.
The green? You think?
Yes, that one and the little one next to it.
I mean,
They
it
look
looks
like
like a
alien
bird,
eyes.
or it looks like two eyes and a mouth.
It looks like an alien.
Well, yeah. Maybe. Hey, it might be an alien.
Now, what is it that you wanted to continue with?
Just talking about the overgeneralization that of what you go through when you have those thoughts. Because I know when I had to talk you down yesterday, I had to remind you of like how much you've grown and how you've you're doing so much better than what you ever were the first time I ever met you.
Yeah. And see, I tend to forget that when I get into that frame of mind. I forget where I used to be to where I am now. And Beth is very good at reminding me, which I appreciate. But Beth, do you ever overgeneralize? Because if you do, you don't tell me about it.
No, I don't. Because those things I keep closed in.
Well, do you ever do it though? Even though you don't talk about it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I do it with my job because I get so sensitive sometimes when because none of us are perfect. I mean,
Right.
there's no way. None of us are perfect. And we're always going to miss things. Like when I do inspections, I'm always going to miss things because sometimes I'm not looking for the things that other people look for.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I catch things. Sometimes I don't catch things.
Right.
It's like I was telling, I got a haircut today. That's why I'm wearing the hat because it was flat.
And see, mine, I got it cut too, but I don't care.
Yeah. But anyway, when I was telling Carol, it said, some days you feel like you're popping. I mean, like your mind's really clear on more days than it is other days. And you see stuff more. Like poom, poom, poom. You see it.
Right.
And then some days you're in a fog and you look at it and you think, I think there's something wrong with this, but I can't figure out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just go, yeah, that looks right. I mean, so overgeneralization can happen in any aspect of your daily routine.
Yeah.
Because you can like feel like you're a complete failure at everything you do. And it's like, well, no, you're not. You took all these exams and you passed all these tests.
Mm-hmm.
You got all these levels. So you're not stupid. But some days you just feel like, dang, am I a complete idiot or what?
Oh, yeah.
But that's not the case. It's just that there's no way to be perfect every day.
No. And
there's no way we're ever going to be perfect. The only time we're perfect is when we're with God.
Well, maybe when we're sleeping.
I don't know about that because the way you snore. I have heard her asleep. It is.
And she talks in her sleep, and I would not say what she likes to say.
I hate to think what I say. Hate to think.
I'd like to say that I share my own experiences so that you, the ones that are watching this, and even Beth, I mean, I don't know if it would help her or not, but don't feel so alone, because we all go through things. I mean, you've been through stuff, I've been through stuff, Beth has been through stuff, I have friends who's been through stuff. I don't know anybody whose life has been perfect from infancy up to adulthood or teens or child, wherever you're at in your life. And I would like to say I would hope that it wouldn't be perfect because we learn from our mistakes. We learn from, and I am going to say it this way, we learn from our trauma. You know, our trauma makes us stronger, and I do believe that wholeheartedly. Um, I would not wish my past on anybody, but my past is what made me who I am. It gave me the willingness, is that what you call it, to want to help others.
Mm-hmm.
I have a heart for um, getting the mental health issues out there, without being in a school classroom format. We like to have fun. And because I've been in different groups where it's just this is this and this is this, and it's like type deal. And I don't want that. But that's why I do what I do. And I just want you all to feel comfortable watching it. And if you want, of course, sharing.
Cool deal.
So, on that note, I will say goodbye. I hope y'all have a great week. And I hope you liked the video. And I hope you come back next week for the other one.
Yep. Be good to you.